So obviously we're all really happy with the result. It's incredible at Monaco, starting third and fourth. You wouldn't then expect to go on to win the race and to get the double podium, so that was amazing. I think whenever we reflect on a race, like as a strategist, we're always thinking about all the things we could have done better. So there's still a whole list of things that we could have done better, but I don't think we could have got a better result. So yeah, that's amazing, and it's a great achievement for the whole team. Yeah, so I think that's something that we're obviously quite keen on at Red Bull, is to kind of make those decisions, be the racers, because we are racing after all, and that's something we love doing. So it's something that historically I think we've got a bit of a name for. But it's also important that we don't always do that, and that we judge the situation and then make the right call based on that, so that we're not always kind of being aggressive for the sake of it. But I think we get the balance right. So here in the operations room, we have quite a lot of the strategy department will be supporting then the one person that's sitting on the pit wall at the race. And we do. So we have, everyone has quite defined roles. We know what we're looking at. So in the operations room, there'll be one person looking at each driver specifically, and they'll know everything about that driver all the time, where they're going to come out. So they're completely just focused on those drivers. And then we also have someone looking. A lot of students are in helping us, listening to all the radio, and we have someone coordinating that and all the video footage and passing on any information to us that's relevant. And then on the pit wall, we're kind of getting that, all the information about the drivers, and we're looking at that big picture. So how can I win the race based on all this information? And the idea is that the person on the pit wall is free to do that. They don't have to think too much about all the data. And what's going on behind the scenes. We'll get the results and then make those bigger decisions. And before the race even starts, it's very routine. So we have like set meetings that we'll have every race with the drivers, with the engineers, and with Christian and Adrian to discuss what all our plans are. And so everybody's really in the loop going into a race. But the race itself is never really routine. Lots of things happen, but we've just got to be ready to adapt and know what we're going to do in those different situations. Most definitely, it means we got access to so much information, and we also have kind of so much more people power. So yeah, we can be listening to every team's radio, we can be watching every team's onboard, we can be looking at all the numbers in detail, and have that all passed on to the pit wall in seconds. It's like being in the same room. There's no delays. So yeah, it's definitely an incredible room, and just an incredible support on the pit wall. I don't think you'd be able to do the job without it. So I won't go into too much detail, because obviously we need to be top secret. But basically it's going to come down to the graining. So that's what we've been finding this year. There's a lot more graining on the tyres, and it's been quite inconsistent. So it's hard to maybe predict how much graining there's going to be. So really it's going to be all about the tyres, learning about them throughout the weekend so that we're prepared for the race.